So please do that. All right, we'll just jump into it since everybody's here. First story of the day is about Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp crashing all day. Facebook was so bad, this was probably the worst Facebook crash I've ever seen. I couldn't post all day. I couldn't gain followers, it looked like. I don't think anybody could really comment or do anything. It was a mess. And the craziest part was Instagram and WhatsApp apparently were acting weird too. Instagram, I know. WhatsApp, I don't really use, so I didn't see that. But first of all, my first take is it's pretty crazy that they're all three on the same servers or in the same location where they got taken down. Very, very interesting. The second interesting thing with it is that Facebook is under investigation as of today, according to the New York Times, for sharing data or breaching data rules and sharing them with other companies. And this is really suspicious for multiple reasons. First reason is obviously the same day that all the websites go down, it's under investigation. Like, we just learn about it. And of course, we learn about it through the New York Times, who we know is not the most unconnected news network. Let's talk about it that way. Some people call it deep state. Obviously, there's a lot of news networks that have agendas one way or the other. But just really weird timing. It's like Facebook down, Instagram down, WhatsApp down, all of a sudden new investigation. Did they crash it as a threat? Like, Facebook don't do that. Did Facebook crash themselves purposely to hide something? Did it just randomly, coincidentally happen on the same day that its data was breached? Did another country like China or another one hack us? I don't know, but I'd be lying if I said it wasn't extremely suspicious. And another thing I'll say, there's two interesting things I want to say. The first thing is, if you guys don't know, Google LifeLog, DARPA, which is the defense arm, I believe, or Defense Department arm of the U.S. government. You could look into it. DARPA, Defense, U.S. government, LifeLog. Very, very interesting stuff is the week that Facebook was created, or the month that it was created, or within the same span, it looked like our Defense Department of the United States government wanted to create some sort of database where it had everybody's information, their faces, you know, pretty much what Facebook is. And they were developing it, and then it looked like they closed it down right when Facebook was created. So a lot of people have said for a while that Facebook is the DARPA U.S. government kind of, it's always been kind of a front in a way to gain everyone's information. And when I looked at the dates of that, it's hard to disagree. It's like, wow, isn't that coincidental? It's just like Facebook's servers going down the same day that it's investigated. It's like the exact thing that the Defense Department was looking for just happened to pop up. Zuckerberg just created it in the same week, and then they shut it down. Very, very interesting timing. Another one I've been driving home recently that's interesting timing. This doesn't have to do with that, but I'm going to say it because it's intriguing to me. The ADL was founded 1 or 2 months before the creation of the Federal Reserve. So the ADL is Anti-Defamation League. They're awful when it comes to free speech and bias in politics and such. And it seems like they established themselves as an anti-Semitic society where, you know, we'll stop hate, we'll stop anti-Semitism, right when the central banks took control basically of the United States monetary system. So isn't that interesting timing? I can't relate the two exactly, just like with the DARPA Facebook stuff, but I mean, definitely worth looking into and considering. I mean, it's pretty crazy. And so overall, another sketchy thing I want to say with Facebook going down is, here's the thing. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I'm biased with Facebook because Facebook has been amazing to me. We're on Facebook now. I have 1,700 people here live. That's incredible. I have ad revenue on Facebook now. I've also have, between this page and my other page, I have almost 1 million followers on Facebook, and I get millions of views a week. So I always tend to try to look at Facebook in a good light because it's been such an amazing platform. I know it censors you guys. It does weird things to me. I'm not lying to you. I'm telling you, I always look at it in a different light than a lot of people. I don't want Facebook to burn because I'm getting paid through Facebook now. And also I get a lot of my networking I've been able to do with you guys is we're on Facebook right now. You get it. Difference is I don't want to take shots, but Tim Pool said YouTube is libertarian, and he said on Dave Rubin's platform, YouTube's libertarian and meritocratic. No, Tim, it's not. You make a lot of money on YouTube, so you just pretend like it is because maybe, I'm not trying to knock him, but you get what I'm saying. I like Facebook like Tim Pool likes YouTube, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you YouTube's libertarian and meritocratic. Of course they have a bias. Of course, it's sketchy. Of course, they've probably done some illegal stuff as far as data selling. I mean, I can almost think that that's obvious, but I'm not going to sit here and say. But anyway, the reason I'm trying to tell you this is Facebook, I look at not just for my own interest, obviously, of what is good to me, but I look at what the politicians don't like. I look at what people that I know are not to be trusted don't like. I look at what the news sources like and don't like. And Facebook struck out to me because although I think the beginning and the creation of Facebook is sketchy, I think it's still pretty sketchy now. I think they're ridiculously biased. Their speech laws are insane, and they're working with artificial intelligence and crazy liberals, which is a horrible combo. AI and liberals. I'm just kidding, but seriously. And, you know, it struck to me that it seemed like a lot of the elites, especially like the Hillary Clintons and such, they were mad at Facebook. So part of me, and I know part of it probably is the bias of Facebook's amazing to me, but even without my bias towards Facebook of like, man, they've been good to me, it's just interesting how they're taking all the blame for this type of stuff. Hillary said, if I could be the CEO of one company or whatever, it would be Facebook. Why? Is Facebook not working hard enough for you? Like, why do they want control of Facebook so much? I understand that the whole thing might be a psyop. I understand that it's biased. I understand that it's rigged. It's got AI, all this stuff. However, I do have to say, unlike everybody else, it's like, burn it down, burn it down, burn it down, burn it down. But that's how they do a lot of stuff sometimes. They scapegoat one person to kind of run away. And part of me feels like Facebook is that scapegoat because I'm telling you right now, Google, when it comes to selling data, I don't doubt that Facebook has done it illegally or not to the terms and conditions. But two things. One, who knows what the terms and conditions say? I never read them, but I signed my soul. I'm like, 100 pages, sure, why not? I got to use it. We all do it. It's horrible. South Park joked about it. You get it. Second thing I want to say on that note is Google, all of these companies are selling data, using data. It's so obvious when you get these advertisements on Facebook and other platforms. They know so much where they know beyond what you just tell them on Facebook. Like the data sharing and selling is probably so enormous that I'm just skeptical at why Facebook's the only one that's getting thrown under the bus now. Last month or 2 months ago, Google has a thermometer called Nest. It's like a smart thermometer. They said that it was listening to its customers, and I think it had a microphone in it, but they were like, oh, we forgot to write it on the, like, it's so obvious. So it's like if Google can put out a thermometer that has a microphone on it and they don't ever get investigated or thrown in the news like Facebook does all the time, something doesn't add up. And all the smart TVs are pretty much spying and recording in some way, whether it's audio, video, anywhere there's a microphone, they're recording. Samsung, it came in, I think it was Julian Assange or WikiLeaks last year that showed that Samsung smart TVs are spying on people. You could look into that stuff, but it's like, we live in a pretty crazy world. So sign up to my free email list if you don't do anything so I can at least try to stay connected to you via email. The future of social media is uncertain. It looks like Facebook, Google, and Twitter are very similar to like political elites. It seems like they're going to ride until the wheels fall off, and they may eventually crash and burn. As much as I love Facebook, YouTube's been cool to me, they might crash and burn because it seems like, I don't know, a self-imploding thing. We'll see what happens though. Very interesting timing with the data, like U.S. government thing and the fact that they crashed. We'll see what that leads to. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll move on.